So it's finally out. Insta360 just released the new X4 camera. We're gonna take a closer look. Let's go! Hi, my name is Ivor, and today we're going to take a closer look at the Insta360 X4. I've been lucky enough to have this camera with me for a while already, and I must say, wow, this thing must be my new favorite thing actually. So it's always in my bag from now on, and yeah, let's take a closer look at it. This video is sponsored by Insta360, but they did not tell me what to say, and this is my honest opinion after having this camera for a month now and trying it out everywhere I went. So let's check it out. If you don't know what a 360 camera is, it is a camera that can film everything around you at the same time, and then later on when you're going to edit your video you can choose where to look, and that way you don't miss a single moment. After owning all the different 360 cameras, I must say they really stepped up the game with this one, the X4. Without jumping too much into specs, I must say I really love the image quality of this one, and it's super easy to use. It's perfect for bringing everywhere you go. So if you're already convinced, I'll just check out the link below and get yourself X4. But yeah, let's dive more into specs. Let's go. So the new X4 delivers actually 8K 30 frames per second, which is way better than the previous model. Actually 78%, if I remember correctly, more pixels than the previous model, the X3. And this gives you way more details and clarity in the photos, and you can see it right away. It looks way better than the previous model. So with this one you actually have two 4K lenses, which turns into 8K when you combine them. Since it can deliver 8K 30 frames per second, it can also deliver, like the previous model, 5.7K, but this time in 60 frames per second, which means you can slow down your footage with still good quality. With the previous model, the X3, I think it tapped out at 4K 60 frames per second when we were talking about slow motion. But this one can actually deliver 4K 100 frames per second if you want it to be super slow, and that can be pretty useful in some situations. With that being said, it can also do 120 frames per second in bullet time when you throw the handle around you, and you get this cool effect. As always, you get great stabilization with the flow state technology, and you can also get the horizon lock, which locks in the horizon if that's what you're looking for. There's also a 73 megapixel camera on this thing. I haven't really tried it out because I mainly use the camera for filming, and in places where I can't really use a drone, I'll send up the camera for a cool effect. There are tons of different styles and modes to try out with this camera, and the app is always great help if you need inspiration. Full of cool and exciting modes that will help you create stuff. The app is probably my favorite thing about this camera. It will easily help you out if you need it. It is fast and has built-in AI technology, which will help you out during editing. My favorite tool might be the subject track, where you can track a subject and keep it perfectly centered in the frame at all times. The camera also does 11K time lapses and AI gestures if you want to talk to it, as well as a bunch of other different stuff. For everyone out there afraid of scratching their lens, if you're doing something sketchy and might scratch your camera, you now have easy to remove lens cap that comes along with the camera when you buy it, so it's super nice, easy to take on and off. The camera is also waterproof down to 10 meters, and if you want to go deeper, you can always get a case. The camera itself is a tiny bit bigger than the previous model, as you can see, but that also means a bigger screen, a bigger battery, and more battery life. You can now record actually 135 minutes in 5.7K 30 frames, 67% I think it is more than the previous model. And in 8K you can record 71 minutes, which is a lot actually. Comparing with the GoPro can only record 90 minutes in 5.3K, and this has 135 minutes in 5.7K. So yeah, let's take a look at some images captured this previous week with the camera. Let's go!